Well, hello, Stampers. It's the Pampered Stamper, and happy Wednesday to you. Wednesday means stamping through my stash. My name is Jackie Vandersar Boot, and I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in both Canada and in the Netherlands. And stamping through my stash was born because I wanted to make sure that I inked up all the stamp sets that I bought, and I wanted to show them to you because seeing it in action is different than seeing it on a page or on a screen. And the other thing is that your supplies will always surprise you. So even though you think you know what you're buying, sometimes the images are a little bit bigger. So often they're nicer than what you thought, and sometimes the dies are have different dies than you expected, or that they do things a little bit differently than you had thought. So it's a good idea to always use your stuff as soon as you get it. Ink up the stamps, use the dies, because you have a 3 month guarantee on your stuff. So if you find out that there's something wrong with it before then it's very easy to either contact your demonstrator, or if you're a demonstrator yourself, contact demonstrator support and they will replace your items, which is really fantastic. It's not nice if you don't find these things out till later and the product is either no longer available or Stampin' Up! Says, you know what, you've had it for too long. So sorry. Anyway, today I am going to share with you, let me just change my screen for a minute, this set, and it's called The Right Words. And words are really important. I mean, we love our images. I fell in love with Stampin' Up! Because I cannot draw. Okay, I'm a terrible drawer. So to have images that are beautiful makes me feel really artistic. But the words are also really nice. To someone worth celebrating every single day, happy birthday, I miss you already, forever loved and forever remembered. That is a sympathy one. Thinking of you a lot. Um, yeah, so you can see what they all say, and it's just a really nice stamp set. So we'll stamp them all up. So that's the first one I'm going to show you. And then the second one, because this one is also, it's going to be bigger than what it looks like. And this one is called Framed Scenes. So this one is great. I think this one would be really nice for coloring with our watercolor pencils, but it would also look really nice embossed. And then it's just really simple to do. And then in a pretty frame, and you've got a really nice card. There's all kinds of ones. I love this little tree house. That's a great one for the kids. Travel one. Yeah, they're just really lovely scenes. And before I get started on the stamping, I wanted to share some pretty cards. This is a card that my team member Caroline Bone made in the Netherlands. This was her swap card for Strasbourg for on stage. See how those pretty frames? They are a new product, as is the stamp set and the paper. The paper is an online exclusive. See, and there we go, made by Caroline. And then this one I did a video on with, it's called a Cascade Fold. See how it goes? And do you see how the birds are stamped on both sides? If you don't know about this trick, let me know, and I will show you how to do that. But that's a great card. And then I have this one. This is a new embossing folder too, the corrugated one. Looks like the inside of a cardboard box. This one was made by Mika Opthoff. And what did she use? Mixed florals, the Euro flowers, the mini corrugated 3D embossing folder. And this one, I love this paper so much. And she fussy cut this one. This one is by Ria de Nooyer. Ria's in Australia right now, visiting her daughter. This is a card that I cased from my friend Caroline, and I used white craft ink to paint those tulips. And that saying is from our ephemera pack. So that's really cool too. And then this one, this set is on the last chance list. Tiled techniques. Did I do anything in the inside? I did not. And then I made this card yesterday. Oops. And that I'm going to be doing a reel showing you how to use this product, press and seal, to make a bouquet and easily get it on your card. So I will be releasing that pretty soon, maybe Friday. We'll see. So those are the cards I wanted to show you. And now we're going to do a little stamping and then I'll finish off. Well, actually, you know what? I'm going to show you some other cards. If you're in the Chatham area, I have a bunch of this kit, the Heirloom Arrangements kit. Thanks, Debbie. I'm just going to show you my cards because I made some alternatives. And it makes 9 cards or 8 cards. I forget. These are the envelopes. Super cute. And there's 2 different kinds. One has the little grid and one has this. So they're really vintage. And the cards are stunning. And do you see those tiny little pearls? I made those using the pearlescent, no, let me think. Pearlized enamel effects. So there's number 1. Here is number 2. Look how nice they are. The die cuts are just beautiful in here. I'm doing an open house in Chatham on Wednesday next week, a week from today, at 10 a.m., 2 p.m., and 7 p.m. So I have these kits if you want to make them with me. I have other kits to choose from too, but this is honestly my favorite. And, you know, seeing is believing. Let's look at this. How nice. And I didn't add anything except for the pearls. Isn't it pretty? And this one. And this one I changed because that rose one was completely covered up in their card. So I thought, no, I want to do things differently. Oh, that's perfect, Debbie. I'm so looking forward to seeing you. To this one, I added linen thread on the tag because I thought that was nice. This is also a different one than in the, and then this one I also changed up. So fantastic cards, fantastic kit. And now we're going to stamp. So let's see. You will notice that this stamp is bigger than what it looks like. I really don't like that you're leaving, but I hope you love where you're going. There. Should I zoom in a bit? I should clean this right away. Oh, let me just find my cleaner. I did a little video. My desk is such a mess. Do I say that every single time when I do a video? It is the truth. Okay, the Stampin' Scrub is the old-fashioned way of cleaning. And there's a cleaner, a wet side and a dry side. And let's see. Let me just move my ink for a minute. You spritz, this is the Stampin' Mist. You spritz on one side, and then the other side you dry your stamp. So you just clean it like this. And it's got like, it's a really dense thing, and it gets right in between, and the spritzing also conditions your stamp. It's kind of like moisturizer for your stamps. So I highly recommend it. Just the chamois is great. It's portable, it's light, but this one is actually the Cadillac of cleaners. I know. So it's like, you know, you can get away with the chamois for a while, but once in a while you need to give your stamps a good clean. I know a good thing when I see it, and I see lots of good things in you. I should put these, I'm putting the stamps back in right away. And I don't know if you saw my video yesterday about how to put the sticker on, but the sticker sheet, if you put that in the inside of your case, then you can see exactly when you're missing a stamp. There, I'll just work my way. And you know what? Here I'm going to go on a bigger block. And then we'll do a bunch at a time. And you make sure they're not upside down. Oh yeah, there's the sympathy one. There. Let's see. I see already. That one's going to be a little bit crooked. That's okay. Sending good vibes. See, this is efficiency. Let's have a look. Put this one on here. Okay. And I now have an uninked craft pad that I'm going to re-ink with Memento ink, and I'm going to see which is better for stamping. I've heard things about it, but I have never tried it myself, so we're going to find out. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There. Thinking of you, I miss you already, sending good vibes to someone we're celebrating every single day. I wish I had the right words for a time like this. Forever loved, forever remembered, but just know how much I love and care about you. And let's see, I'm going to do the last 4. I don't know if I can get them on here. Let's see. I was missing a stamp yesterday and it was stuck to my phone. I thought, okay, I'm not going to get them all. There we go. But you can see the size of the stamp now. Hoping the loss you feel right now will be eased by wonderful memories. Thanks so much for thinking of me and happy birthday. I got a call from my brother this morning that mom had a bad night. She had a really intense headache. Went away, but I told Oliver to call the paramedics so they could come and have a look at her. Oh, it's hard, eh, when you have aging parents. Things can change really fast. So say a prayer for my mom, please. There. And here we go. You're so kind and a lot. Thinking of you a lot. I miss you already a lot. Yeah. Okay, so that's that one. We're just going to clean these off, and then we're going to do the framed scenes. Let's see. If I don't have time, hi Tracy, if I don't have time to put them all in here, which I could do, you could make a game of this, actually. I have a team retreat. Maybe we'll do a game and we'll time how fast people can get their stamps back in. That's a good one, isn't it? You know, we like to be kids again. Playing games is fun. And then I'll have a prize for whoever gets the fastest. Use the timer on your phone. There. See it now, I'm doing it. You guys could be timing me. And you think, you know, it's upside down. You feel like a little kid. It's good for keeping the brain sharp. Here. And here. Okay. So now we're going to do framed scenes. There's 5 in here. Oh no! Gosh, I don't want to put all the things on. Okay, you guys are going to get a lesson on how to do this. Okay, so if you are new to stamping, this is how you get your stamp. And this is a rubber stamp. So it comes with a sheet of sticker sheets, and then it comes with the stamps in a thing like this. Now, way back when I started, then it didn't have the cutouts. You had to cut your own stamps out of the rubber. Okay, so you just take them all out. And I've heard from a lot of people, I'm going to show you something, and I did this too, okay? So I'm not making fun of you. But this is what we used to do. So we would take I just ripped this a little bit. We would take this backing off, see? And then we would go like this and put this in our stamp case. Here, we'll just put that over. And then you'd put the stamps in there. But that's a lot harder to get them out. So what I do, you're going to see in a minute, I do something different. Oh, it's okay. That was just my glass mat. Okay, so what we do is we take the sticker. Here we go. We take the whole sticker and we put it on a block. Okay? And then you peel off the backing. Okay, and just put it aside. Then you find the matching stamp. So here's the stamp. Take the backing off and lay it down. And then turn your block around. And I'm going to stand up. And then you hover so that the lines of the sticker coordinate with the shape of the stamp. And then you lower it down. And there you go. And then you can peel it off. I didn't do it perfectly. When I'm doing it on a video, it's not perfect. So you take the sticker off, put it on a block, peel off the backing. And the thing is, you guys can watch me. You guys can probably see better on the video that if I'm not doing it right. Jackie, just a little bit up. Okay, here, I'm going to do it again. Let's see if I can get it better this time. I should put my glasses on. Okay, I'm just hovering. It looks good. Down we go. Let's see how well I did this time. And if it's stuck a little bit, don't force it because it will come apart. Then what you do is you take a pokey tool or anything and you just pry it up a little bit. Let's see. Oh yeah, I did this one perfectly. Oh, sorry. I did it perfectly. Good job, Jackie. Okay, I'm going to do 2 more, 3 more because I want to, well, maybe, yeah, I am. Here. Sorry, guys. If you're watching this later, you can fast forward. If you're tired of seeing me do this now, you can go grab yourself a coffee. And if your nails aren't working, then just use a pokey tool. There. And it's not really called a pokey tool, so if you're looking this up in the catalog, it's called a take your pick tool because you can pick which ends. See, like there's a little spatula thing. And then this is the putty tool on the other side for picking things up. So let's see. My laptop is starting to complain. Oh, can I turn up my sound? My sound. Oh, yeah. Did that help, Tracy? My sound went up. I'm wearing a microphone, so I'm doing my best, but my sound on my laptop was not all the way up. Did that help, Tracy? Let me know. Oh, this is the wrong one. Goodness. Let's see. Yeah, I do appreciate your feedback. All right, let's stand up, hover, and once you've got it looking good, lower and then commit. Pokey tool. Oh, good. Thank you, Tracy. Everyone is thanking you. I thought I was checking, but obviously I didn't. It takes a village, you know. I mean, right before my video, my brother called. And right before that, I had somebody come to the door and pay me, which was great because it was an amount that was owing from last September. So I was really happy to finally get my money. Okay, now we're going to do the same thing, and then we have 1 left, and we're going to stamp. So hover, adjust, and lower. There we go. Yeah, this one, they really do stick. The first time those stickers really do stick. Some people I know still don't put the stickers on their stamps. And I'm telling you, go for it. And I'll show you in a minute why you guys had to suffer through watching me do all of these. So pokey tool, take your pick tool, peel it off. And apparently you can clean your blocks with disinfectant, like hand sanitizer gel. I couldn't find any in the house, so there we go. Okay. Now, before I stamp, see we have the sticker sheet left, right? See that? We're going to peel off the backing. That's the hardest part. It's just to get that one corner going there. And the backing goes away. This little piece goes away, but this piece is going to go inside. And yes, I see that my stamp is stuck. Turn it around. Slide the one edge against the edge of your stamp case. Push down. And look at that. Now, you have this negative and you can just put all your stamps in like that. And it's easier than the rubber and it's not as heavy. So let's get our piece of paper back and let's see what these images look like when they're stamped. Hi, Glenda. Hi, Kelly. Welcome. You'll also see, if you look at the stamp, see that the rubber on the left, on this side is bigger? I will trim that off later because I don't want to get that halo design. If you press your ink too hard, you're not going to get a nice image. So look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Yeah. This is also a great activity to do with your kids, your grandkids, where you can stamp, they can color. It's so good to get kids off of their devices and away from screens. Honestly, get them started young and then get them sending Happy Mail because Happy Mail makes everybody happy. The person who makes it, the person who gets it, and I'd say even the mailman who sees that he's bringing something other than a bill. You ever think of that? Look at that. Oh gosh, it's so nice. Look. Pretty, hey? There. And you know, times are tough, so use your hobby to make gifts. I am using Memento. Hi, Ani. I'm using this ink here, Memento Tuxedo Black. Okay, good question. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so you could use your hobby to make gifts. Make a set of note cards and envelopes, and then put it in a cute little box, and then you've got a gift for somebody. It's nice to give gifts, but it's not nice to have to spend a lot of money. And people who don't make cards really appreciate having handmade cards to give. So I will show you another time if I do end up embossing. That one's done. Okay, this one. This one reminds me like of Germany and Switzerland, even Holland. There we go. Oh, Jackie here. We'll put this one up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look how pretty. Isn't that nice? Lots of detail in this stamp. This ink is great with alcohol markers. Yes, so you could use your blends with this. You don't want to watercolor with Memento, okay? Then you want to use StazOn. The other option is that if you have, this is a good tip. If you love watercoloring, but you don't like it that you don't have as much control, then emboss your image and the raised edges will keep the water in place. And the other tip when you're watercoloring is if you first make the area wet that you want to watercolor, then your watercoloring will not go past what you've made wet. There, and there's the lighthouse. I do have a little, see, you can see a tiny little halo there. And look at the stamp. There's the proof. See the ink on the edge? It has to be trimmed. So I'll show you. Stampin' Up! No longer sells these craft and rubber scissors. But if you can find something like it, look at these. See, it says Stampin' Up! Okay, see, you want to make sure that your cuts are straight so that you don't undermine the quality of your stamp. So straight cuts. And then there. So now this won't happen again. And then I can even get in this corner. Oh, sorry. Like so, straight, and then there. So now I've trimmed my stamp. Doesn't look so pretty from this side, but it's done. So I'll show you again with this one. So here we have it, straight cuts, so straight, and then give it this way, straight, straight, and straight. So don't curve the way you normally do. Cut like a toddler. And that way, because otherwise if you go on an angle, then the rubber underneath, the foam, will not support your stamp and you won't get a good image. There. Okay, so that is that. Oh yeah, I was going to show you some scrapbook pages. So one of these scrapbook kits is on the last chance list. So I would say get it. I am working on, we are a Dutch demonstrator friend of mine who's on my team, Caroline and I are going to be launching a scrapbooking kit by mail pretty soon. But we're not including that one kit because it's on the last chance list. But I would suggest, I'm just reaching, sorry, getting it because it's amazing. Let's have a look. Let me see if I can zoom out. So these are pictures of Gerard and I on our Norway trip. I'm just going to go back and see. Oh yeah, I can't. I'm going to have to lift this up. Okay, so just bear with me for a minute. You're going to see the camera doing weird things. You might see a mess on my desk. There. Oh, stay up, guy. My camera stand needs some Viagra. It's still not high enough. Okay, just a minute. There we go. stay there. That's not bad. Okay, so I don't know if I can get both in at the same time. You can see I've got stuff everywhere. Let's see, this goes like, so there's page one. I'll put pictures up, okay? So look how nice it is. And then that goes with it, this one here. Pretty, hey? Okay, so that's the first layout. Let me go back to my Facebook page so I can see you. Hello, Caroline. Oh, you're looking too, how nice. So here is the, let me just scroll a little bit. This is all of us together. I think this was the first page. And I did all of us together because, well, it came with the kit, but it's also everybody on the cruise ship. And then here, this was the first time that Gerard met Shelley and Sarah. And it was also the very first time he'd been on a cruise. So this is, and then we have a balcony room. So this is him on our balcony just looking out over the sea. It was pretty magical. And you know, I think that I made these pictures a little bit bigger, so you can definitely change it so that it works for you. And then I changed this page as well. I made this section bigger because I got inky fingers over here. So, you know, do what works for you. But I will include these pictures as well. And then I also changed this one and added more photos, little mini ones of, yeah. So you can see how nice that is. The paper is beautiful. So that is the kit. That's one option. And then we are building our kit around this. It's cheaper. You get a sticker sheet. So this is the sticker sheet. Those are long strips. So you can see that they coordinate. You don't get the sheet of die cuts. That's the difference. And you don't get the instructions, but Caroline and I will be giving you instructions. So you get the sticker sheet, and then you get, I think, four of each page. So this is the one paper, and then this is the other side of the paper. And the neat thing about the paper is if you don't end up using it for your scrapbooks, the nice thing, then you can use it for cards. But the nice thing is that you can expand your pages by just making simple pages. And our new catalog has scrapbook layouts in it. So I'm really returning to my scrapbooking roots. I love it. I just think it's really important to keep your memories and to keep the stories journaled, because you just don't know what life is going to bring. And then your handwriting is important. I understand that digital books are great too. I really do. And if that's your jam, you know what, go for it. But making the books with your own two hands gives you a different level of joy, and you get to live your memories twice. So here's the other side of the paper. There's also a stamp set. And what the stamp set does, I have it somewhere. I'll take a picture of it later and share. What the stamp set does is it gives you, it's a renewable resource. You can keep using it. You can make more background paper. You can, yeah, it's just amazing to have. It also lets you make, it lets you make like title pages and things like that, journaling boxes. Look at this pretty gingham. And then on the other side is this, yeah, it looks almost like wild wheat with little stars. So, but the thing is, I probably wouldn't use a whole lot of this. I absolutely adore this. So it's a great set. I think that in Canada, I think it's $21 or so for the paper and the sticker sheet. And then I think you can also just get the paper if you don't want the stickers. But yeah, digital books are great, says Debbie, but very expensive. Well, I get that, but I'm not, you know, scrapbooking is also not a cheap hobby. It just isn't. I remember when I was doing Creative Memories, and yeah, it can really add up. But, you know, I see how my books just last and last, and how my kids look at them, and the grandkids are looking at them. And you know, I've always wanted to be an author. I haven't written a book, but I have written scrapbooks, and it's great. So here, this one is called, here, I'm going to show you. This is Storybook Life. So this is what you get when you get a scrapbooking kit. And it tells you exactly how many photos you need and whether they're in landscape or portrait. And it tells you, they have some techniques in here. So you need blending brushes. They say stamp and seal. I like using my liquid adhesive. Okay. And then it tells you exactly how to cut the paper, the sizes, which way to lay your paper, the orientation, and then it tells you to put little numbers on them. So you put a little sticky note and you put numbers on the paper, and then you know exactly which page it goes for. So you do all your cutting first, and then it tells you how to put your your page together. So it really is a lot of fun with pictures and stuff. So I did. Yeah, I think this is the first page. And you know what's funny? Um, these pictures from my daughter are their Christmas pictures that were taken probably in November. So they really have nothing to do with rabbits or carrots or anything like that. But to those who know, little Clementine loves bunnies. So I thought, you know what? It works. It's really cute page. The pictures are black and white. That's another tip. If you are using um, colorful paper with lots of patterns, black and white photos are stunning. Okay. So it does help to have nice pictures. So here they are again. And see, I've written the story a little bit. And so that's the one. And there's the other. And this was with the scrapbooking kit with the die cuts. So if you get the paper and the stickers, you won't get the strawberries. You won't get that big frame. You know, they're pretty smart. They make you want it all. So that is actually my suggestion, is to get the scrapbooking kit and get the coordinating paper with the sticker sheet, because then you can make so many more pages. You can have a whole themed book. And then you can also get the pattern paper that goes with it. And then we have the two-tone cardstock. It's just honestly a dream. So here, again, these are my adult kids. This is Oliver and Laura with, you know, a big goose. But it's such fun. And here I am with carrot and a Kokenhof. So really nice. The pages are great, and I didn't do anything different. I just made it exactly according to the kit, and it's just beautiful. Now, I'm supposed to have another 2 pages, but I don't see them. Let's see. One. Well, I think I showed them all to you already. Yeah, that went too fast. All right, guys, I think you've had quite the show and tell. I had a lot of fun being here with you. And remember, guys, it is April the 9th. On April 13th, that's the last day if you want to get any kind of host rewards for like if you need a half price item or you're planning to put in a big order, then do it now. Nail in the cost of the cardstock. Get your cardstock now. Cardstock is going up in price significantly. I think at least 25%. Okay. And the reason for that is not because Stampin' Up! Is gouging us. It's not because of the tariffs and all the uncertainty. It's because the paper mills are not wanting to make our high quality cardstock, or so they're making it in smaller quantities, which means the price goes up. Our cardstock is the best in the industry. You know, if I don't care if you use other stamps, there's all kinds of stamp companies out there. Go for it. But our cardstock and our paper that coordinate are amazing, and with the ink. Because if you're going to spend the time making beautiful things, cards, scrapbook pages, you want your paper, ink, and pattern paper to coordinate, because otherwise it just doesn't look as good. Trust me, I know. I can tell, other people can tell. They might not know why, but there's going to be something discordant. They're going to go, something's not right here. So treat yourself, and it's better to have less, but have the best when it comes to this kind of stuff. And take my word from it, from people who know, people who have ordered the stamp sets from China. It's not the same quality. You're not going to get crisp, clear images. You're going to get different sizes. It's just not good. It's junk and it won't last. So you can try it. Let me know. I'd be happy to hear from you. Anyway, have a super day. If I can do anything at all for you, let me know. I'm happy to be your demonstrator, and I'm even happier to be your team leader. All right. Bye. Oh, I have to go back to Facebook to do that. You're welcome. You're welcome, Glenda.